Hello, welcome to Val's Crafty Creations. Thanks so much for stopping by today. In this video, I will be sharing with you the second January swap for the Crazy Crafty Ladies Facebook swap group. For this swap, we were to create a vintage style Valentine tag that was at a minimum 3 by 5 inches in size. We could feature hearts, love, pink, lace. For the swap, my swap partner was Alicia. I have not yet received her swap. I'll be sharing with you what I have created for her, and then I'll be back in a future video to share her creation. Plus, she was the one in charge of the weekend games on the first weekend of January, and I was one of the lucky winners of one of her prizes. So I'm very excited to also receive that. Alright, let's get started. I took a look in my Valentine's supplies that I had organized in the fall, and I remembered that I had some of these Vintage Valentine greeting cards. Then I grabbed my wafer thin metal die set. This is the tag die set that came with my Spellbinders Platinum die cutting machine when I purchased it, and I gravitate towards it all the time. So I figured out which one would be at a minimum 3 by 5. For other vintage items in my stash, I thought, well, I'll give this Project Life kit a go, see if maybe some of these papers would coordinate with the greeting card. And I went ahead and looked around my craft area, and I was able to locate the sticker pack and the Ephemera Pack that I purchased from Donna. And I was so glad that I was able to get both of these. And this is all the Bloom collection. Even though some of these stickers are a little bit beat up, I still managed to find quite a few to work out on my tag. And in the Ephemera Pack, I found some elements that have glitter on them. Turn this over. So we had love, EXO, and all the roses and leaves. Managed to put quite a few of them together to create my tag. First, I picked out this 4 by 6 journaling card that had the white background with the pink polka dots. I used my tag die, cut that out. I wanted to put a layer of white paper behind that to make it a little more sturdy. Then I decided I was going to grab this Love Story paper pad, Webster's Pages, that I'd also gotten through the live sale. And I was able to find this tan and white striped piece of paper. Use that on the back of the tag to build it up. I was able to have enough for the front of the tag. So I divided that in half. And that was perfect. In addition to those papers, I looked through my stash of seam binding from Donna, and I found this one. It was either tea stained or coffee stained. And then I found a piece of this Venetian lace and my little gold ink pad. And of course we're going with vintage, so I found my Vintage Photo Distressed Oxide ink pad. I thought, well, I'll add a little bit of antique linen, so I used that as well. Here is my Vintage Valentine themed tag that I have created for Alicia. Tan and white paper on the back. I did sign my name, and then I found these stickers, the Handmade with Love. Added one of those. On the front, journaling card with the white background and pink polka dots. The tan striped paper torn from the top corner down to the bottom corner, although it got mostly covered up. And then some of the different ephemera. There's some little labels, gold heart, the flowers. I popped this one up. This one is on top of the greeting card. We've got a little banner piece here, the lace, the cluster of 3 different pink roses with the leaves behind it. Oh, I forgot my sanding block over there, but as usual, I sanded all my edges and then inked them, and then I decided I would also sand the ephemera pieces, all the edges of the leaves, and then went around with the antique linen first and then darkened it with the vintage photo, and even took a little bit of the ink and went over the lace. Last minute I decided I better add some pearls, so I have 3 pearls here and the seam binding down at the bottom. I was able to create my own hole reinforcer with this piece of ephemera. Then we've got the seam binding tied at the top. Fun to create. There's that. And here's a little pack of pearls. They're from Queen & Company. I decided to share those. Found some washi tapes. Burgundy rose and yellow rose on that one, and then this pink washi tape with polka dots and a red and pink flower. I found this pack of paper clips in the items from Kim, and I'm sharing one of those. Since I was sharing washi tape, I have my little spools. I have my pack of Valentine's ballpoint pens. They were still out on my desk from when I shared one with Wanda for the Owl Memorydex card swap. This pink one with the multicolor hearts. And in my Valentine's stash I had the coffee stirs with the love on it. I believe I got that at Target. So since I thought I'd put the love and XO on my tag, that I would coordinate that. So move this over here. And I found my packages of Valentine's bags I had picked up at Dollar Tree last year. The small ones, and then the 11.5 by 5-inch ones. I'm gifting 3 of the small ones and 3 of the large ones. Hopefully those she can use in projects and swaps. And here are the stickers. The Handmade with Love is upside down. On the outside it says thank you. And these were from the Target dollar spot. I've just been taking the Handmade with Love sticker off of the center. I found this cellophane bag with all the little mini hearts all over it. I'll be putting the swap into that. I picked out this 4x6 journaling card and this 3x5 journaling card out of the Project Life kit, and a few of the stickers. Put together this baggie of the items. Butterfly, lovely. So you can see the floral paper on top, the striped paper inside. So we'll add those to this pile over here. I'm all prepared with my sheet of tissue, and I'm going to go ahead and grab the left of this seam binding, wrap that around the outside. Got my 6x9 mailing envelope all set and ready to go. Gather these things here. So that's going to be a little package of items to go along with my Vintage Valentine's Tag going off to Alicia. Completes swap number 2 for the Crazy Crafty Ladies Facebook swap group for the month of January. I'm going to get this all bundled up and on its way to Alicia. Don't forget to swing back by. I will be sharing Alicia's creation and her weekend game prize. Thanks again for stopping by today. You take care, and we'll see you again soon.